Давай почнемо з того, що я не Льоха.
Я, кстати, тоже. Я иногда нахуй.
Hello guys, my name is Alex. So we are Ukrainian death metal band from Ukraine. Play mix of death metal, thrash metal, maybe even black metal, with tribal and orient elements, I suppose. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah. So originally we named as Helion. Helion, you know, this Wasp song. So it was 2000.
Don't get me about Wasp song.
Okay. 2005, yeah, and it was Helion. But as far as we understood, that there's a lot of bands with such names, so we changed it a bit, and we just replaced this I with the columns, yeah,
Yes.
and just not Helion but Helon, and I guess we received even more meanings, hellish meanings for it. Yes.
But I is not important. Yes?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay, так. So we in 2022 we made a demo for 10 tracks, but so originally we made a 10 tracks demo, but the war made everything complex. Yeah.
We have no force to move on with this album. Yes.
Everything was stopped for the year and plus maybe, and we even don't know if we will survive at all. Yeah, we thought that we will never play again at all. So there is a kind of delay for 2 years due to the war, and then we thought that maybe we should move on. We should move on and make some music. So
Not only maybe, we must.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, somehow, and there is part of our struggle, I suppose. So we made this album, and there is we continue the story of the Skis and Stam, and we understood it should be a trilogy, you know, like the first album, second, and the next part will be the third part.
if you can call it like a spiritual idea, maybe, and it's like what unites all these three albums, two already existing albums, and the third one, which will be.
Yeah.
Щось дуже складно йде, треба вибрати.
Давай, 5 секундочку.
Yeah, Shaman. It's a story about young tribal leader, which becomes a spiritual leader of the tribe, Shaman. This story about his development, his transformation, and yeah.
I can explain that on cover.
On this cover art, you can see the half face. A half face like a shaman, and if you will open the CD or the vinyl, you will see the second half of this art, and there is just a man, and it means that you were a man and you became a shaman. So like a transformation. So idea like a part of man, part of shaman. There is a whole concept.
And we try to express what, at least imagine what this guy who is under this transformation can experience during this path from the man who just became interested in this transformation and the man who became the shaman. We always wanted to experiment with different instruments and with different cultural music. Like we use sitar, it's like Indian music, and we also wanted to use throat singing for a very long time. So we tried this, and we think that we grasped something from this influence. So we will try to develop this way.
First time, I guess we did it on a Once Upon a Chaos album in 2015. Particular song, the Feels and we use sitar there. It was so remarkable and it was so unique experience that we understood that we should continue. And now we just cannot stop. And I guess there is a permanent part of our musical creation, like we use such things like throat singing and sitar and goat pipe and whatever. So a lot of unique instruments that usually not common to the death metal music, I suppose.
Maybe now they became rather common, but what we try to do with these instruments is not just to use unique instruments, they use unique instruments. We try to express the idea, and those instruments with their vibe, they exactly express what we want. So we're trying to search for other instruments, maybe.
Yeah, it was so interesting for us that we started feeling this way, you know. It's become common for us just to use these instruments because we start to hear it in our music, you know. It's not just something unnatural for us, so it's a very natural way to express ourselves through our music, through our creation. So,
and now we have to stop ourselves to use them.
Why?
Хули нет?
Okay. Можна
Total Shaman.
Total Shaman, так. Шаман повертається, шаман назавжди.
Нова кров шамана.
Нова кров шаман, там, короче, last blood, last step.
Shaman 2.
Shaman 2. So as we mentioned, Shaman, there's a second part of the trilogy that started from Kisser Stam in 2019, and next album will be the last part of this trilogy.
How can you remember all these years?
Have no idea, just maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah. So our next album will be called Invocation to a Tribal God, and there is the end of the trilogy, and I guess musically it will be mostly the same style. So maybe we will dig deep into some atmospheric elements from in our music. We will use more traditional instruments. Who knows? So far we have 6 demo tracks, and I suppose we will finalize it somehow this year, and next year we will release the album with 8 tracks. So we still have a lot of things to do, but the whole idea is just to finalize this trilogy. There is a, let's call it Skissian story, so we'll see. So far so good. The guys from Archivists, it's great people, and they are very professional in what they are doing. Actually, Shaman received a very great release and very great production, vinyl version and digipack version. If you saw it, it was very professional, very cool, and I suppose that within a couple of months we will have a release of Kisser Stam record on the vinyl as well, and now we're working over, and guys just doing a great things, and I suppose that our collaboration and our cooperation will have a good story to tell in the future. We'll see. So I'm sure it is, yeah. You know, I prefer the old school way to make a record deal. So mostly musicians should be concentrated on a creative process and do musical stuff, musical things, and label is part of promotion and production and stuff like that. Of course, it's not so. These days it's not working on a 100%, you know, but mainly I prefer such old school theme, let's call it this way. Yeah.
Let professionals do their job.
Yeah.
Who was this dick?
It is our best video for a moment, I guess. So far we have a great experience.
The director was the greatest guy we ever met.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a great guy. The name is Timenti Pronov, and he did well, and very great visual, very great production, very great story behind it, and very impressive work. You know, we have a trouble with it. I mean, we have a trouble with Google to promote it, because we have strict limitation to promote this video due to some negative content and nudity and stuff like that. But I guess it's very stupid because bullshit. You know, bullshit. Yeah. Because you know, there's a lot of pop artists that use more nudity than we have in this video, and you know, if we will take, for example, some rap artists, they definitely more negative in their message. So, but anyway, we have a strict limitation to promote this video, but who cares?
Słuchaj, nie. Nie, słuchaj, nie.
Yeah. So we had a pretty interesting story related to that Google nipple. Yeah.
Nipple.
Once.
Nipple. We have a nipple story.
Nipple story. Yeah. One of our video was. I'm talking about Phil's videos that we recorded in 2015, and there was strike from Google. For this video they stopped it for promoting for viewing even, and the message was like you use a naked body, but the only body was you. And your nipple was in a makeup, like a
I'm
tribal.
Sorry. Am I a body?
Not really.
Was I naked?
Yeah, so it's very stupid because his nipple was naked to the recording. I mean, in a video, and they consider it like a nudity and the negative content. And we had some conversation about it with Google. So.
Why didn't we have conversation with me? No.
For me, the turning point into this metal was the Chuck Schuldiner, I guess. So his passion and the power it holds, I guess.
I can't remember exactly when I became interested in death metal, because I think always and now also I listen to a lot of different genres, and in some point of my musical exploration it was not enough of this riff music, if we're talking about metal music, and death metal for me was like something bigger. So I started to interested in death music, and that's how, of course the band Death, definitely one of the biggest influences I ever had. If we are talking about our country, I would make metal music more common, and I would like to have more infrastructure for metal music, because I think that it's not totally enough in our country. So it's like total underground. It's cool to be in underground, but we need to have infrastructure, even if it is underground. And if we are speaking about the whole world, I would like that this music wouldn't frighten people who are not listening to it. So it's just the same music. Yes, it may seem aggressive, it may seem heavy, as the name
Negative.
But
as Google mentioned,
it can be negative, yes. But you know, I like this comparison. What do you want, to be a good guy writing negative music, or a negative guy to write good music, like something like this?
О, це ти рок-стар, короче.
Подожди, Ужгород.
I don't know what we are talking about.
About negative experience.
Negative. Let's define the word negative first.
Tipo,
I'm sorry.
once we were on a tour in Ukraine, and we played a small festival in Uzhgorod, and our vocalist was so so happy about participation.
You mean your best vocalist you ever had?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So he was so
Happy.
yeah, so satisfied, so terrified, so wow. And he met with old friends and some fans in the pub just before the show, and just became a dead body condition, you know.
Shaman.
Yeah, shaman. Yeah, full of emotions.
That was the first part.
Yeah, exactly. And you know that we tried different ways to make him alive before the show, but it was not possible. So he was so happy that yeah. And fortunately, we had a friend together with us, band Death White, and Pavel, the vocalist of them, tried to help us. He tried to replace him for the 4 tracks, and it was funny, but to tell the truth, yeah, for the moment it was a very complex situation for us, yeah. Despite all the reviews that we received from the this concert, they mentioned that all of the band were drunk on the stage and stuff like that. So yeah.
So maybe that was a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, why do you reckon it's negative?
That was a funny story, actually. Yeah. I'm not sorry about it. Yeah. It was fun. It was metal, actually. It was metal, and it was rock and roll.
Rock and what?
And roll.
О,
Давай,
це я вже бачу директор. О, ти хотів з коханим останній раз, так?
Режисура пішла вже. The last album I'm really impressed with was David Gilmour of The Luck and Strange. Yeah, it's really flashback of the old Pink Floyd vibe, you know, and I was really impressed. And the collaboration with his daughter, like a couple of songs, that was really impressive and stunning for me. About the movies, the last one was maybe Black Snow. Black Snow, the TV series, serial.
Хлоп'я, блядь, подивився він.
Yeah, Black Snow with Travis Fimmel.
Band aborted, and movie I rewatched and I like it very much and love it. True Detectives, the first season.
These days, this artificial intelligence and how people try to make music through the artificial intelligence is just unbelievable. So in a bad meaning, I guess, and you know, it's better to keep the same old school version of playing death metal and with the band, with the guys, real guys, and as soon as we still alive, that death metal will be alive, I guess.
And actually, I know people who like small gigs because they are you're very close to musicians, you're very close to all this underground, and they prefer these small gigs to big concerts on stadiums. So until those people exist, there will be no problem with death metal at all.
Yeah. I really don't like this artificial intelligence shit. Yeah, in a death metal, in all kind of metal. So people first. It's a real underground. Yeah, there is no very developed Ukrainian death metal thing. So nothing happening for the decades, I guess. And we try to fix it somehow. And as far as we play something, this metal thing is alive in Ukraine, I guess. Yeah. As for me, the best death metal albums for me is Death by Leader and human and individual thought patterns, I guess.
As for me, it's always very hard to select one album because it depends on my state, on a lot of things. But exactly now, I don't know why. You don't have to ask me. I remembered Tiamat Wild Honey. I'm not sure if everybody calls it death metal, but I think it has huge influence on a lot of death metal bands and on me in particular.
Yeah. Josephina Jackson.
Josephina Jackson.
Josephina
Jackson.
You know, Lemmy once told that if you are too old for rock and roll, that you are too old. So we are not too old for rock and roll, and you know, 20th anniversary is not a date; it's just a milestone for us. But we still rocking and rolling.
It's just a date.
Okay, guys, so thanks for watching us for a lot of minutes, and subscribe to Death Metal Promotion channel, support Death Metal all over the whole world, and Ukrainian particularly, listen to our music.
All over universe.
Yes, Universe Death Metal, and listen to Ukrainian Death Metal, listen to Helon, check out the new albums and previous album, old albums and whatever albums, and listen to Death Metal.
Doctor Album.
Doctor Album.
О, началось! Если надо, baby!
Так. Keep rocking and
rolling
and rolling and keep rocking
And digging.
and rolling.
When I say death, you say promotion. Death?
Promotion.
Death Metal Promotion.
When I say this metal, you say promotion. This metal?
Promotion.
This metal.
Promotion.
This metal.
Promotion.
Так, скільки тут? 50 хвилин?